The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters.
Let's go to Carlos in California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on?
I want to thank you guys for all that you do for TFNN. I've been a tiger for over 10 years. Actually, I started listening to you before I even speak a word of English.
Oh, really?
And the thing that captivated me was when you make like, rawr. I was like, wow, what is that?
That is so cool. And where are you from?
Take it serious. I'm from the south, actually the northwest part of Mexico.
I love
right
it.
next to Guayabitos.
Okay.
It's close to Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and I listen from there, and then when I arrived here, I married my wife, and then I keep listening to your radio station.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
It's such a great thing.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, is going to be back growling and proud with us tomorrow. He had, of course, did an outstanding Master Trader Series in Denver, Colorado this weekend. And the next Master Trader Series, folks, he's doing is April 13th and 14th in Tampa, Florida. That's Friday and Saturday. And then he's going to be going up to Boston, Massachusetts on April 27th and 28th. All the details on the front page of TFNN if you'd like to see Steve in person, get a great education. And those Money Masters, these Master Trader Series, folks, come with an unconditional money-back guarantee. Okay, market-wise out here, what are we doing? You get the Dow up 111 right now, Nasdaq's up 26, S&Ps are up 12, we get gold contract up 17, silver's up 38, bonds are down 12 ticks, you get King Dollar down 31, Euro is up 54. Now, what we're doing out here, folks, is that we're retesting the highs from last week. If we go over to the Nasdaq Composite first, the Composite's over the highs. Composite, of course, is all about good old Apple. We are at 3094. The high that was out there on the 19th as well as the 21st of March at 1.5 billion. Now, when you're at highs, particularly in the NASDAQ, we should be pushing 2.4. But bottom line, you get 1.5. So your correlation out here today is this. Your high is 3094, 3090. Your volume characteristic is 1.5. You close under 3090, you have lighter than 1.5. Bottom line, that is saying that couldn't handle the highs again. At this point, what has happened is this. There's no conviction on the way up, but there's certainly no conviction on the way down also. That's on a short-term basis. On a longer-term basis, when we go back 6 months, there absolutely is conviction on the way down. When we took the downdraft from October 27th going into November 25th, you had conviction. When you took the downdraft from the December 5th area to the 16th, you had conviction. What we're doing here is that we're going back into the downdraft from last May through August. That's what you're doing, where conviction is again. But we're testing that whole area. That's how this is shaking out. We go to the S&P. The S&P, I don't believe, has hit a high yet. It's going after that high. If we take a look at the SPX, this is what you have. The high on the SPX right now, let's see what she is. She is 1414 flat. We are at 1410.24. I expect that little baby wants to get tested. Now, the lows of that are 1402. We go over to the small caps. We'll use the Russell 2000, of course, and the Russell 2000. The high of the Russell 2000 is 843.25. We've hit 840.18. If we just look at the IWM for a second, because you can get the volume very quickly inside the IWM. The IWM right now opened at 83.74. You're at 83.92. That high is 84.39. And, you know, I suspect that little baby's going to go after it, and we'll see whether it has any juice as it does. We go over to the 3Qs, and of course the 3Qs and the composite bottom line is all about good old Apple. Inside the NASDAQ 100, first we'll use the 3Qs. What you have with the 3Qs is this. We are up 56 cents over the high. The high was 67.49. We're at 67. Well, we were just at 67.51. We're at 67.49 right now. Now, your correlation goes like this. Now, inside the 3 Qs, this is really subtle, but this is pretty cool, too. This is what you have. So, picture. On the 21st of March, we got to the high. We did it with 39 million shares. 39 million shares, folks, is basically flat out distribution. The reason I'm saying that is that you're talking about equities that come down with 100 million. So when you add highs, you get dramatically lighter volume like that. It's all about distribution. The correlation today goes like this. Because we have such a high that is the volume contracted so dramatically, that is a beautiful indication because we're testing that high again. We'll see what we can get juice-wise in it. Now, that's on the top side. As you pull back, now watch what happened on the NASDAQ when it pulled back. Now, it absolutely rejected lower price. It didn't want to go down, but what you did have, and this is where it's subtle, there's no doubt, is that the first day that we went down, you had an expansion of volume by almost 60%, which is still, you know, it's only 56 million on the way down. That correlation, though, is important when you're just taking the last 5 days into account. So that is going to give us a lot of information out there today. You know, and yeah, you know, you're going inside the market, but that's our job, is to get inside that market. Let's go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow is this. She's up $1.29. The high out there in the Dow is 13,289. And if we look at the diamonds, I expect that little baby also wants to get tested, meaning that high. And we'll look at... Okay, so right now, where we are is this. We are right at where the market had gapped down on the 19th. That's where the Dow Industrials are right now. And the intraday, what is actually happening is that it's dying on the vine. So this is going to be, man, this is a field day. That's what this is. And the reason I'm saying it's a field day, folks, what ends up happening is this, is that you can lay trades on right now, and your reward versus your risk is minimal, because all you have to do is put your stops on the other side of them. That's the way this baby is set up right here. Let's go to Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Really good, thanks.
Cool, man.
Hey, Tom, you'd mentioned, I think Thursday or Wednesday, that you thought would be held up here, possibly into window dressing.
Yes.
Now, with that in mind, if you could put the SPY on a little weekly here.
Okay.
It looks to me like we have a little ABC up yet where we should go higher. 2 weeks ago, we took the swing point out with volume, not by much, but with volume. For the first time, we actually had volume. 751
versus 727. Okay, I see what you're looking at. What he's looking at is this, right? You're saying that the week of the 16th took out the week of the 2nd, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Right.
And there's a little doji last week, which would be a halfway move of the week previous.
Okay.
Possibly, but and I like your theory on window dressing because and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway.
But now here, this is going to get interesting because, folks, if that is an ABC up, that is a monster ABC up. It's not a small one.
Well, it could. Yeah, I guess you could argue that.
No, it would be. It would be. That's 116 to 138. Let me just see. 26, 36. That's $22. That would be saying that you're going to go to 34, 44, 54. Man, that's intense. That's saying that you're going to go to 15 something on the S&P. Listen.
Well,
I'm really glad you're calling on this, and this is why. That subtlety, folks, okay, is actually what did happen on the acceleration up in 2009. There was a point there when I went over that whole deal. I've gone over that whole deal so many times, folks. But there is a point in there that it absolutely did do a confirmed ABC up, and it was that close, Rick. Isn't that crazy?
Right?
Yeah, it was.
Well, actually, I mean, I'm not going that far back on a swing, though. I'm using the 130.06. I got the week of 130. My dates might be wrong, but that where I don't know, about 7 weeks ago when we went down, the low was 130.06. We didn't go down much there, but the low was 130.06.
Yeah, no, I see that. Yeah,
and I'm using that as my A point, and then the high of 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
It was not huge, but okay. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah, cool, man.
Take care.
Okay, have a great one. Have a safe one. That's, see, it's going to get, that one's interesting, folks, particularly because when, as I just said, when we were coming off, the first leg off that bottom, what ended up happening is that there was a weekly took it out as an ABC structure on the way up, so you got to be cognizant of that whole deal. There's no two ways about it. Today, what you're going to have out here, folks, the market's going to talk, walk, and squawk in a big way. Because what you have this consistency of a market that likes to gap away on Mondays. What I can tell you flat out, what I've seen on a continual basis, however, is that nothing stays the same forever in the marketplace. There's always these subtle changes that take place. Let's go to Ernie in Michigan. Hey, Ernie, what's going on?
Happy Monday, Tom.
You too, man.
Well, I'm surprised we didn't touch on the gold this morning, which is probably a good sign. I think gold hit some kind of a low on Friday, and I bought Nova Gold, and I'm primarily a technician. And my question, I guess, would be I just seen where they're selling some gold division or something. What is your technical and fundamental thoughts on Nova at this time?
It's going lower. They're all going lower. And I did touch on gold quite a bit, but...
no, I mean earlier this morning. I'm sorry.
No, I did. Yeah, but anyway, that's all right.
I must be deaf.
No. Nova's gone from 1050 down to, basically 650.
Right.
These golds aren't ready to be bought, man.
Really?
And it's not even close. No. The gold contract is a confirmed ABC down.
I see.
Nova Gold can get into, your bottom of this consolidation is 645. If you get too much volume at 645 and go to 383.
Oh, my gosh.
That's on a technical basis. On a fundamental basis, the bottom line is that they're still going to, they get a lot of work to do, man. I mean, the fundamental basis, they don't take in big money.
Yes, I know that.
So.
All right, well, Tom, I truly appreciate your time.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Right.
If we go back over to the gold contract, folks, and we take a look at it, this is what you have happening with the gold contract. A dead cat bounce in gold is 1688. We hit 1684 today. It's in a confirmed, when you're in a larger confirmed ABC down, which gold is, folks, it's on a weekly ABC down, that overtakes the whole deal. All that we've done now is that you're building a daily ABC down. You can have a daily ABC down inside a weekly ABC down, and what's written all over gold is 1580. Get out of the way. It's Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of investment newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to tfnn.com today, click Investment Newsletters, and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective and maximize your returns. Direxion Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirexionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direxion Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direxion Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direxion Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, folks. Turns out my best student became my best teacher. Steve Rhodes absolutely raised my standards, and I'll guarantee he'll raise yours.
Thanks, Tom. What I've learned is that if you want more, you must become more. And that transformation, folks, that occurs the moment you decide to become a master. Now, the quickest way to mastery is through immersion. And for 2 solid days in Denver, Boston, and Tampa, I'll create a new standard of wealth for those few trader investors who have a burning desire to succeed. At my Master Trader course, I'll teach you how to create the ultimate money machine. These are the best-kept secrets in the business. Roadblocks, folks. Dabblers give up when they first appear. Stressors last just a little bit longer, but masters expect roadblocks and achieve extraordinary results when they bust right through them. I have all the benefit of knowing the type of wealth creation that I can generate for you. You don't. That's why I'm making this unconditional money-back guarantee. If for any reason you're not satisfied with my Master Trader course, I'll refund every penny. That's right. I take all the risk, and you get all the benefit. Go to the homepage at tfnn.com and sign up today.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow Industrials right now up 135 points. Nasdaq up 33. S&Ps are up 14. You have gold up 19. Silver's up 41. Bonds are down 20 ticks. King Dollar is down 32 ticks. And don't forget, folks, if you'd like to come to the Master Trader Series with our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, and Steve, of course, will be back with us tomorrow. He's going to be in Tampa, Florida next April 13th and 14th. That's a Friday, Saturday. Boston, Massachusetts, April 27th and 28th. All the details on the front page of TFNN. And, of course, that Master Trader comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee. Well, hold the presses here, folks, because the bottom line is that I want to show you something here, and this is as good as it gets. Now, okay, so we have the indices up, right? Now watch this, okay? First, we're going to go over to Apple. We're going to take a look at Apple. What is Apple doing? What Apple's doing, folks, is going after the B point of an ABC structure intraday on the way down. Now, that number, this is what the number is. Right now, Apple's up 18 cents. The number is 595.53. Now, we've hit 595.42 first time down, rejected it. That's a number you're going to want to be watching in the next hour to 2 hours. And this is what you're going to need. You need more than 2 million shares coming into it. What Apple has not been able to do, folks, is this. Apple went, at the open, went up to the top of the downdraft from March 21st. I'm talking intraday now, but this is really important inside Apple. The reason it's important inside Apple is this. Apple is absolutely running the NASDAQ composite, is running the NDX 100. If Apple busts this B point intraday, of an ABC down. It's a decent ABC down. You're talking about we're dealing with 14 points. And, 14 points on Apple is not the end of the world. There's no 2 days about that. What it is, however, it is the end of the world when you put it inside the correlation, inside the composite, which would mean that the composite doesn't hold the high. It is the end of the world in the NDX 100 because that wouldn't hold it also. So that's something important to understand. The second one, now this is where this correlation comes in. The second one is pretty cool also. And what that is this. So we're talking about gold. We haven't talked about silver yet, but gold is up good, 1850, right? Copper is up 7 cents. Bottom line, that's beautiful, right? Well, let's go over to FCX. Freeport-McMoran, folks, has always been an indicator where these metals like to go. Large expansions, large contractions, okay? Great stock, by the way, too. But the expansion-contraction inside Freeport-McMoran is amazing. Bottom line, Freeport-McMoran also can't hold price at all. I suspect you get an ABC down. It's up 11 cents right now. It was up, 70 cents. No big deal. But what you also have in Freeport-McMoran is that it went to the same place. It went into the downdraft that was created on the March 21st. Got up there with light volume. You had that first burst came up with 1 million. Well, you know what? It was going at 2.3. Can't handle it. How we come back down to the bottom is crucial. If you get both of those equities breaking down on price, folks, you're going to see that these highs just won't hold where we are. So it's something that in the next couple hours you want to keep your eye on. Let's go over to the energy market. Now, the energy market, folks, whether we talk the ExxonMobil, Chevron, Schlumberger, let's start with Exxon because Exxon has been the strongest equity out there inside the energy market. Now, the XLE is the only sector that came down with volume last week, flat out. So, what are we looking for? What I'm looking for specifically is a bounce on lighter volume. The reason I'm looking at ExxonMobil is that ExxonMobil is the strongest equity inside the energy sector. ExxonMobil had hit $86.89 with real juice. The juice behind it was 30 million. Well, you know what? We're going to go test that today. So Exxon is going to be the one that's talking, walking, and squawking for me. If we go and actually take a look at the XLE, this is what you have. The XLE is up 44 cents. We had come down with, 13 million, hit a low, finished the ABC down with 20 million. You're going up with 2. That, to me, is setting up another B to C, and it looks like it's another ABC structure on the way down. That's the way it's set up. Let's go over and take a look at Chevron inside that structure. What Chevron's doing, yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. Okay, so this is what you have. Chevron came off the high of $1.12. You go downtown with 6-7 million. You're going up with 1. That's also setting up another B to C in the way ABC down. The two weakest equities inside the oil and gas sector, folks, are BHI, and that thing is just a mess. BHI and Schlumberger. BHI wants to blow. Oh, look at that. BHI is already blowing out its bottom. It's down 69 cents right now. That's going to go after that low of October, and looks like it wants to blow it away. This is Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com under newsletter. Hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes that a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Certified Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
In the world of financial markets, there's a new player in town with an exciting new way to trade the markets. Nadex now offers binary options as well as bull spreads in a wide range of indices along with commodity and forex markets. With as little as $100, you can gain access to a new way to trade global financial markets while guaranteeing that your risk will always be capped. Nadex allows you to multiply your trading opportunities in ways never imagined before and access markets you once thought were out of reach. With short-term trading opportunities available, including binary options expiring each hour the market is open, Nadex allows you to take advantage of a variety of market conditions regardless of volatility or market direction. Now is the time to take advantage of this exciting new market. Don't let this trading opportunity pass you by. Open your account today by clicking on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Nadex, a better way to trade.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 131. Nasdaq's up 32. S&Ps are up 11. And let's see if someone's going to take a bite out of Apple. And, of course, the composite out here has reached new highs. Apple right now is not able to hold this price. Now, it's going after that B point once again. It's going to need a lot more volume, though. What you have is this. The B point on Apple is at 595.53. You're at 595.75 right now, but you need 2 million shares, and the first time down, Apple only had 600,000. It's making the run once again. So we'll see how that shakes and bakes down at that level, because that level is absolutely crucial for two different reasons. It'll be just a small pullback. It's 9-10 points. Well, it's actually a 10-point ABC down. No, it's actually a 14-point ABC down. That's the first part. The second part, though, is a larger part. And the second part is that it would affect the NDX 100 ASAP. So inside the NDX 100 today, this is what you have. Micron's taken a bit away from it. Sears Holdings is. Seagate is. Putting strength into it is that you got Baidu, we got Expedia, and Flextronics. Let's go. Oh, that's interesting. Let's go look at Flextronics. Now, Flextronics, folks, is a high-end, well, they're electronic manufacturer. Yeah, this is that's a consolidation. Not a bad setup, though, but it is a consolidation. It came off the high with some juice going back to retest right now. Micron Technologies, Micron wants to trade lower. That is coming into the swing point. That has some volume coming into the swing point. Baidu.com, what we have with Baidu.com is this. She has gone out and she's tested this October 27th, 28th level is just amazing. She came out today. She's at 147.90, and she's testing that October 28th high. Now, your characteristic looks to me like she's going to have some volume underneath the move. We're at 2.9 million. Let's call it 3 million right now. She only needs 13 million. So we got an hour in. She could come into that level with the volume. So that one's going to be a big one to watch, because if she has the volume, she can get some juice underneath her. We go over and we take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here. What we have out here, we have GE right now is up 26 cents. You get United Technologies up $1.21. That's United's retesting up there. United's going to be an important one to keep your eye on. Big Mac is up 85. You get 3M up 57. As I said a little bit earlier, the energy sector is the one that is doing a B to C of an ABC structure on the way down. Now let's go over to the finance, the XLF. And inside the XLF, this is what we have. It's up 20 cents right now. You're at $15.95. It's out there testing that high. The high there is $15.97. That correlation there has 112 million. Right now you're dealing with 20 million. We'll see if we get that test, and I'd like to see it hit that 97. So it has 5 more pennies to go. The reason is this. It's subtle inside the XLF too, and this is what it is. The last time that we had the juice, and this was real juice, you had the 13th, and that broke topside, broke a B point with volume, has juice. There's no two ways about it, okay? Gets to a higher high and kind of dies, which is normal. Okay, things can't go up forever. It can consolidate, though. But this is what it did. Just as the NASDAQ did and the S&Ps did, after it hit it, we had volume come down on the 27th. If it can't hold it, all that's saying is that, yeah, it's going to go back down and test the lowest swing point once again. So that's a big heads up. If we go over and take a look at BAC, Bank of America, how that baby's set up, she's already... she may not test it. She got to a price point today of 10.04. It's 10.10. It would have been better if she tested the 10.10 area. 10.10, she has the juice on it. Right now, she's just up there trying to get her head wrapped around that. 3M. We take a look at 3M. What you have with 3M? 1, 2, 3. What you have with 3M? She's not going to be able to handle that high out there. What 3M did she get to the low of the high, which would be 89? I love it. Okay, so watch what 3M did. 3M got to 89.35. The 89.37 is the low of that high. So we'll see whether she backs off. I would have rathered that she got into that high. But 3M, to me, is a break topside with absolutely no juice. And 3M actually wants to come all the way back to 79. So that's a big number. You know, when she went topside, she's gone sideways. She's done everything but have any conviction at these higher highs. If we turn around, we put this on a weekly basis. Oh, yeah. Watch this, folks. This is pretty amazing, actually. Okay, so check it out. When we came down in August, well, May through August of last year, watch what we did. 30 million shares was the price point from 95 to 86. Then we did 36 million shares from 88 to 81. Then we did 45 million shares from 82 to 76. It ended up making a low at 68. So picture, you had 3M go from 98 to 68, straight down, right? You lose 38% of your stock. What do we come back with? This has gone nowhere. 16 million shares. This is going to get toasted and roasted. Get out the marshmallows. Now that's a big heads up. 3M wants to come back to 80. Well, you know what? Doesn't have to get toasted and roasted. 82. Can go back to 82. That's still a heads up because inside the Dow. Let me go pull up this Dow for a second. That's a big heads up. Dow still wants to test out here. Yeah, if we go look at GAZ, bottom line, we're talking about GAZ. If you're in GAZ, get out of the way, folks. The bottom line, GAZ is down 50 cents, 51 cents right now. This is the exchange traded note we're talking about. The net asset value is 245. This baby's going to 245. We bring up TVIX and take a look at TVIX. TVIX, there she is. Okay, so you want to see something wild? Here you go. TVIX, this is the one that started the whole gang downtown. TVIX right now is trading out at 648. It's down another 10%. Now, the premium is still 8.18. So TVIX still wants to go lower. 599 right now is the intraday net asset value. And you know what the shame is, folks? You know, and I appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, but I can tell you something. There's so many folks that don't understand what the heck is going on inside these exchange-traded notes. And it's terrible. You know, bottom line, they should understand, you know, but the bottom line is they're seeing things go lower and they think that, oh, they're thinking of it like an equity. And they're trying to buy, you know, things as they go low, which makes no sense because that correlation there is a flat-out fundamental correlation. The correlation is what is the net asset value? It's a cash payment. You don't want to buy it over the cash payment. Why would you buy something over the cash payment? But you know what both of those things show you, folks? Both of those things can show you on a common sense basis that folks, and I'm talking about professionals, absolutely have no clue at certain points of what they're doing in the marketplace, and it's an absolute mind blower. Because when I always hear that, oh, the professionals are doing this and they're doing that, I've been around long enough to understand that. I've been in enough shops too that it's like, what are you doing, man? What the heck are you doing? And what that's all about, by the way, folks, is that's about accumulation of money versus understanding what markets actually do and understand what trading's all about. There's two different, and the longer, see, this is pretty cool. See, the longer that you're actually away from how markets move, and we've been away from how markets move for approximately at least 12 to 13 years. And what I mean by that is that the way the business is structured now is that what money, you know, the people that are in the broker-dealer business, their job is just to get money in and they give it to someone else. That's all it is. So the basis of the larger portion of it absolutely there's not a clue as to how the market moves. And the longer you go away from that, the less education that there is inside the whole structure. So if you take the structure of 100, there's probably 4 to 3% that really understand how markets move. The rest of them accumulate money on a continual basis to give the money to someone else, and the someone else is supposed to understand how it works. And good luck. I mean, because I can tell you, and as I said, the longer that this has taken place, and the dynamic change has happened quite a bit, and all that means is that there's less actual informed folks that really understand how markets move and how move on the way up and on the way down. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at old King Dollar and see if she's got any juice underneath it. King Dollar, you know, last week tested the lows, did it with lighter volume. She's coming back into those lows out here. We get 11,000 contracts, and 11,000 contracts is dramatically lighter volume. We're dealing with 35,000 contracts here. So your correlation here is 79.26. Right now you're at 79.23. If she does get enclosed into that 79.26, that's saying she can get into that 78. Let's see, the bottom of that correlation is 78.42. We go take a look at Walmart. Now, Walmart, folks, is an equity that absolutely just couldn't handle the 63 area. Now, when I'm talking about not handling it, it hasn't been able to handle it for over 12 years. Gap's down. It's into that gap right now, 1.4 million versus 23 million. No juice. See ya, don't want to be ya. It ain't going to happen out here. Rango Resources, that little baby, folks, you can put that on your dial to get ready to buy, but don't buy it yet. Rango came down from 120 to 85. That thing wants to get into 75. You had a pop out there this morning of 94.77. Can't hold that pop. That little baby just wants to get into lower price. And it's Freeport-McMoRan that is talking, walking, and squawking, folks, market-wise, of where this baby wants to go. It's been in a consolidation. That consolidation basically looks to me like an ABC structure on the way down. And the reason that Freeport-McMoRan is so important is this, is that Freeport-McMoRan is the largest gold and copper company in the world. You know, it's a great trading stock, number one. What it loves to do, though, it does these huge expansions and contractions. And when I say huge, it moves at, 15, 20, 25 points at a time, folks. It's just amazing. It really is. We go take a look at the XLK. Now, the XLK, of course, is the technology. So when we go through these sectors, the energy is a sector that, to me, is the B2C of an ABC down. The finance sector is not an ABC down. That's just a consolidation. That had juice on the way up. Technology. What do we have with technology? We are up 24 cents right now. We're at 30.24. The high that it's testing out here this morning is 30.25. That looks to me like it's not going to be able to handle it. Now, what I do want to see is this. It got to 30.23. You absolutely have to let this one get up and test that level. The reason being is that when this is kind of like the finance sector. When it did break topside on the 13th, it had juice underneath it. So you certainly are not going to walk into this and basically sell that. Out of those three sectors, though, the sell is in the energy sector. And that sell in the energy sector would say quite a bit. Why? Because the energy sector, folks, right now is the largest concentrated weighting inside the S&P. So if that little baby is doing another ABC structure on the way down, it was the only one that had volume on the way back, broke a B point, broke it with volume, had the conviction, had all of the above, that would be saying quite a bit. We go take a look at the commodities out here this morning. This is what you have inside the commodities. Natural gas is down 1.5%. We get nickel off 1.5%. Sugar's down 0.7. Let's see. The rest of the complex, the gold is up 1.2%. Silver's up 1.4%. Soybeans are up 1.5%. Wheat is up 1.7%. And copper is up 1.8%. Over the weekend last night, it was pretty cool. Every once in a while, what was on? Trading Places, man. I tell you, I love that movie. It's funny how time goes, too. I was looking at the movie. That movie was in 1983. But if that movie, that movie just says it all. It's just, what a classic movie, no doubt about it. Frozen concentrated orange juice. There we go. No doubt about it. Let's go take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here, intraday, folks, and this is what you have. Lionsgate, of course, that was the Hunger Games. You're talking about making some bread on the Hunger Games there. That was an $80 million film, folks. They took in $125 million over the weekend. Micron Technology is down 18 cents. You got Morgan Stanley up 40 cents. Wells Fargo is up 67. You have Apple up 1. ExxonMobil's up 156. ExxonMobil, no doubt, is going to be one to keep an eye on because inside that energy sector, ExxonMobil is the strongest, weighting number one. Number two, what you have is that it's going after the highs, but there's a high volume. It's not the highest price out there, but it's a good high volume at 86.89, and you're over that right now, and that to me is the benchmark. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We have the Dow up 133. Nasdaq up 34. S&P's up 11. As you're going to work, be careful out there, folks. We're going to be right back.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, Did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Hope everyone's having a great day out there, safe day. And, of course, Mr. Steve Rhodes will be back with us tomorrow. Steve did an outstanding workshop out in Denver, Colorado this past weekend, folks. He is going to be coming he's going to be staying in Tampa, Florida, right in headquarters, of course, on April 13th and 14th. That's his next Master Trader Series. That's a Friday and Saturday. Then he's going to be going up to Boston, Massachusetts, April 27th and 28th. If you want to get a great education, folks, check it out on the front page of TFNN. And the Master Trader Series, folks, with Steve Rhodes, comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee. Okay, so we are basically hitting almost an hour and a half into the marketplace. This is what you have. We have 185 million on the NYSE, and on the composite, we're dealing with 446 million. Now, that's the composite. That's not a bad. That's a good number on the composite. You're almost at 500 million shares. So the composite right now is over the highs, and you're over the highs pretty good. You know, we are 12 points over the high. So that's going to be that's going to be the one to watch, and watch it in spades. The reason being is that the composite correlation is 1.5 billion. So you get 447. If we go look at the NDX 100, the NASDAQ 100, we'll start with the Qs. What you have with the Qs is this. You're at 67.58. That high out there was 67.49. You know, if it stays over there, bottom line, that says that can also go higher. Inside the, let's go over and take a look at what we have with Apple. There she goes. With Apple still can't handle it. So inside the composite, let's see what's moving this composite. So inside the composite, CCMP. There's something else inside that composite that's moving that baby. Okay. Oh, these are stocks I don't even hear about. Interesting, man. Okay, so let's see. OPHC. Oh, my God. This is pretty funny. So listen to this. Inside the composite, this is a stock that was 70 cents this morning. And it's $1 right now with 35,000 shares. This is pretty wild. That is the largest mover of the composite right now. That is crazy. The second one, that is pretty wild. The second one, this is nuts, man. The second one is a 97-cent stock. The third one is a $3.82 stock, and the fourth one is $1.91. Man, this is weird. But those are the largest movers. That's really unusual, folks. Let me tell you something. Let me just see something here for a second. Okay, good. Thank you. That might be, let me check this, because one of the targets telling me that's the biggest move is not necessarily the components. Let me just check on that, which he could be absolutely right. So, CCMP, hold on. Yeah, that would be different percentage-wise versus characteristics. Well, I'm going to have to work on that and basically find that out. I got a couple new screens out here. We have Amazon's up $4. That's only coming into ICE. Amazon's trading at $199.45. That can get into it's into the high volume down days. Okay, so Amazon's a big one to watch, and this is why. Amazon right now came down with 24 million. It's going up with 2.5 million. We go take a look at Google. What you have with Google is this. Google's flat. Google's flat. Amgen, AMGN. Amgen is always one of these that can get juice inside. You're up 74 cents. Yeah, that's no big deal. You stay right there, folks. We're going up to Newton, Massachusetts. We get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up with you for the next couple hours. The Dow Industrial is up right now, 133. NASDAQ up 35. S&P's up 14. Basil's going to be coming right up with you, folks.